Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We provide fan-oriented analytic discussions on a variety of animated shows, movies, and anime, currently featuring Steven Universe and Miraculous Ladybug, among others. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Justin Cummings.
Hey guys.
Today, Justin and I are doing a special Steven Universe-themed podcast. We will be casting and playing out a hypothetical Steven Universe season of Survivor. Um, I will explain what that means. Justin and I are both big fans of Steven Universe and Survivor, and I've heard this theoretical casting Survivor season idea on one of my favorite podcasts. Rob has a podcast. You can check that out at robhasawebsite.com. And even if you don't watch Survivor, this is going to be more of a Steven Universe podcast than a Survivor podcast. We're just going to be discussing Steven Universe characters in a hypothetical situation of Survivor. So I don't really think you need in-depth Survivor knowledge, but we are going to be...
I will reference the show. I will make witty puns.
We might reference like players and stuff. It's going to be mostly Steven Universe like topic discussion kind of. It's supposed to be kind of like fun, and we'll see what we do. I've heard Rob and I think Akiva talk about like they cast like a hypothetical Survivor NFL quarterback season in this format. So this format's directly from them, and we are going to be dividing up the characters into tribes and then playing out the season. So I think the format I want to do is Brains,
Okay.
Beauty, Brawn, because that's the current Survivor season, and it's also fun to like figure out which Steven Universe character goes on each tribe.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I'm down.
yeah. So we'll go through the characters. Like only 18 make the cut, so it's kind of like which characters are going to make the season, and then which tribe do they go on, and then also like who's going to win. We'll play it out. I'll use like a random number generator for challenges probably. When Rob and Akiva did this, they like said, okay, we're going to do the token chains, and we're going to like to say the challenge from each episode and like who would have won. And I don't think we need to get into that, but that's also another way to do this. Let me get a random number generator up. So, okay, so here, overlyanimated.com. If you're new to the podcast, you can find out everything about the podcast there, more at the end. So let's get into this season. So first step is casting.
Okay.
So we're going to go through characters. We're going to say, and remember, we're casting this. We're the Survivor casting department. So we want to pick the best, the most entertaining Steven Universe characters to make a Survivor season. Now, I'm not going to care about balancing the genders, which is something that Survivor does. I think it's pretty much an outdated concept that they still seem to think is important. Like saying like 9 males, 9 females. I think it's like a little bit binary. But we're not going to care about that, and we're going to ignore age requirements. So 18 is the minimum for Survivor, but Steven can make the cast because we're going to ignore that. So we're going to say like we're going to go through each character. We're going to say, are they like charismatic enough to get cast on the season? Are they important enough of a character to get cast on the season? And then which tribe are we going to put them on? Now, this Brains, Beauty, Bond, if you haven't watched Survivor, this is like they start the seasons with like some gimmick to just group the people into tribes, and then they dissolve those tribes within like 5 episodes. So really, it doesn't matter, but it's just kind of a fun way to group the contestants. And of course, it's very arbitrary, and it's like I think the hardest one will probably be Steven. So we'll get into this. Let's ignore Steven to start with because he's going to be hard to cast, and let's start with our main crystal gems. I'm going to start with Amethyst. I think she's probably the easiest one. So,
Braun,
do you think,
not a question.
Justin, do you think Amethyst would make good Survivor television?
Yes, she would be great. They could spend hours of just nothing but her making random jokes.
Her like turning
And
into
then
stuff and like having
exactly.
people react. Amethyst is like the ideal female Survivor contestant. Like sometimes they struggle to cast charismatic females on the show. For whatever reason, Survivor casting thinks that males are easier to cast. It's like a thing. And Amethyst, I feel like, is everything they're looking for. Like and another thing I want to talk about is like, will they be a good Survivor player? That's the other question as we go through this. So like, I feel like Amethyst will be great television. I think she'll like get it. She might get into fights with other contestants. She might like just make people laugh and make jokes. Do you think she'd be like a good narrator? Because that's one of the things, you have confessionals and you like narrate what's going on. Maybe we could leave that to like Pearl and stuff, but
I can't think of the girl's name. She was on Kara Moen, the one who the really snarky one called Philip a tubby lunchbox.
I don't remember that. Are you talking about Corinne though?
Corinne,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, Corinne is great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she's as like snarky as Corinne, but but
I could see her being that kind of quip machine, though.
quit machine.
Quip
Yeah,
machine.
I think it's interesting. Now, which tribe are we putting Amethyst on? I think it's Braun.
I'd say Braun.
Yeah, that's one of the most linear ones. She's like, I mean, she is a warrior gem, like her class, but even ignoring that,
Is
she's like the muscle of the group, kind
is
of.
she allowed the purple puma during challenges? Is that acceptable or is that
That's true.
DQ?
Yeah, I don't know. Can can gems transform during challenges? I think probably yes. I think we're gonna.
Okay.
So she could be a challenge beast if she makes the merge. Uh,
Literal beast.
literal beast, literally Tiger Millionaire beast. Yeah. Okay, Garnet. Um, Garnet, I'm skeptical on being good television because
I'd
she's very quiet.
see my thing is I'd put her on beauty just because I'm leaning towards brains for Pearl and I kind of want to balance them.
Okay, no, we don't need to think about this. We'll think about balancing at the ends, but
You said like the casting department.
yeah, but I don't think they care. We're just like cast. We're just gonna put them in, and then if they're unbalanced at the end, then we'll switch them around. I think it's more important to
Okay.
try to group them accurately. But you're right. They do just balance them. They put Tai Trang on beauty for no reason, right? Like they do these types of things this season. Um, Garnet, yeah. What do you are you concerned about her being good television because she's quiet and she's generally keeps to her internal monologue between her components. Now, is Garnet? Can we do we disqual? She's a fusion. Is that allowed?
I'd say, oh, fusion makes such a weird thing too.
Are we going to be anti-fusion here and
Oh,
not allow her because she's two people?
I feel like if she enters as a fusion, she must stay a fusion. She can't get like split, do a challenge, and recombine.
I agree. I think that's fair. I think if she just stays fused the whole time, I think it's fine.
That's acceptable.
Yeah. Okay. I think I think you would expect Garnet to maybe not be your biggest personality on the show. She still could be good. She might be a good game player. She might have good interactions with people. You definitely got to be concerned about the purple Garnet element. Um, she's already kind of
Yeah.
purple though, so I think that fits. But we got to cast her. I mean, come on,
To I'm assuming you were referencing Purple Kelly.
purple Kelly. Yes.
For those listening who have no clue about Survivor, there was a season where there were two Kellys. One of them, dubbed Purple Kelly, literally got no screen
No screen
time.
time, right?
She
Yeah. So
maybe 5 minutes.
so now that's what you call Survivor contestants that like don't get screen time. But yeah, I think Purple Garnet might be a thing, but we still got to cast her. Honestly, I think you can make arguments for any of the tribes. Um, I would lean towards Braun because she's also kind of the muscle of the group.
True.
But I think you can make an argument for Beauty.
She even said they look great.
They look great and like she's kind of like a fusion goddess, right? So I think that qualifies. I mean I think I think her future vision could make a case for brains. Like
Yeah.
I think Ruby is clearly Brawn and I think Sapphire is brains, right? So I think that you put them together. I don't know, but we're gonna
And
put
you get beauty.
and you get Beauty, right? But let's put her on Brawn. I feel like
Okay.
that's my and then we'll get there. Maybe we can switch them around. I'll put a star next to her, and I have a notepad out and I'm gonna writing these down as we go. Um, let's get to Pearl. Uh, Pearl, I don't know. I feel like I'm reminded. I feel like Pearl could break down on the island and be one of those criers very early on.
We
Um,
need those.
but I also think she's also obviously very tough, right? And she's very competitive, and she's obviously very smart. I think she's obviously brains, right? She's like
Oh yeah.
the mechanic of the. I don't know, kind of like. I also think Peridot's going to be on brains too, so that's going to be fun. But what do you think? Is Pearl a good Survivor contestant?
Um, it depends. If she just stays and tries to isolate herself, I feel she could end up screwing herself over. But I could also see her kind of ending up like Chaos Cass in a way,
She's
where
obviously
it's
very
like
strategic.
she
I mean, it depends
goes
on your view of Cass. If you think Cass was being illogical, then
first season Cass. Okay, original Brain Brawn
you think
Beauty
first season
Cass.
Cass was illogical. What's your view on Cass?
I think. Okay, I honestly really like Cass. I thought she
I
played a
love
great
Cass, but
game.
like, that move might
I
have not been
think
very smart.
she got to the final like 4 or 5, so she clearly
She
didn't do
was
that bad
third,
a job.
and she
Yeah, she was
arguably
third.
she could have been in a position to win if Wu didn't make a terrible decision. But then she probably would have lost to Wu anyway. So because they hated her so much. Um,
True.
but I don't know. I don't. I
But I
feel. I
I
think that
could
she's. I don't know. I feel like Pearl is like gonna. Do you think Pearl's a game bot? Do you think that all she's gonna think about is strategy out there and not connect with people enough in
I
terms
feel
of
like
that?
if you tell Pearl the rules, she's just gonna roll with it and be like, "But but I was following the rules. I did everything right."
And here's the thing: if you're not familiar with Survivor, Survivor's like a strategic game, but it's also just the biggest component is the social game. So if all you think about is like how to advance yourself in the game, you're gonna like disconnect from people and not be able to actually execute your plan. So like I could totally see Pearl like not understanding the social elements of it and like just not connecting to people out there. She obviously already has connections though, because
True.
these are kind of biased, right? Like she's already got her bond with her fellow Crystal Gems. But let's put Burl on the brains, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes when we play out the season.
True.
Let's cast Steven. Now
Oh,
I thought about this, and I have an answer for which tribe Steven's on. But what do you think? What was your natural inclination for which tribe Steven should be on?
my natural inclination was he's our new host.
Yeah, it's like him with the robot Olympics, right? Yeah.
I was thinking like the megaphone and Coach Steven. You gotta
Yeah,
dig
Coach
deep.
Steven too. Steven Probst. Yeah, there you go.
Jeff Universe.
That's
But no, if I had to put him on one of the tribes, I'd probably see he's Heart. He's a fourth tribe, but no, I'd put him with Brains, I'd say.
put him with brains. Why'd you put him with brains?
Just because I feel that he is, if there was one element he had to rely on the most, it would be Brains.
Mm. I think yeah, I think if you take beauty literally, then I think you're gonna put him on brains. But here's my argument for Steven on the beauty tribe. Like
Okay.
this season they're making this big push for like inner beauty. And like Tai Trang is on the beauty tribe because he is inner beauty, right? And
Well, it's because of the gardening thing, but okay.
I guess I don't how is that it's none of it
I'm
makes sense.
assuming it's the gardening because that kind of I get that.
But like I feel like Steven is like it's his personality that shines through. It's like it's his inner self, his inner beauty. I feel like that's the biggest element of Steven. So I almost
Okay.
want to put him on beauty because of that.
You know what? I like where this is going now that I'm thinking ahead. Let's do that.
Oh, you're already trying to cast multiple put people in
Oh, I
different
am
tribes. Okay, we'll put Steven on
going
beauty,
with
but
this.
we could shuffle him around. Let's talk about Peridot. Peridot's like even more of a game bot than Pearl, right?
Put her on Brains.
She's definitely
Watch
on
him
brains.
self-destruct.
Yeah, but do you think there's any chance Peridot can win the game?
See, I want to say no, but I also thought Natalie Anderson could never win the game. It all depends on what happens.
I mean, Natalie Anderson was not like a game bot, though. You know,
No, no,
it
she
was
wasn't.
surprising because she was coming off of Amazing Race, but I don't know. I feel like Peridot's not going to connect up enough to people out there, but maybe new Peridot would do it. She's gone through a renaissance out here.
It also depends on what kind of jury they get. Because if it's a bitter jury, oh, she's screwed.
Bitter jury for sure, but I also don't think she's making it to the end. We'll see, but
Okay.
that's a tough sell. But Peridot definitely on the brains tribe. Okay, let's go through some other characters now. I think it's going to be a hard cut once we get into the minor ones, but for now we're still casting obvious ones. Connie is next. Um, I could see Connie
Ooh,
being a great contestant. She has like
I would.
social awareness that Pearl and Peridot lack.
She's a genius, though.
She's
Like I.
definitely brains, right?
Okay, not a question.
Yeah. Like those are our three smart characters, Connie, Peridot, and Pearl. Um, I could see Connie winning the game. Like I think
Yeah.
she's like strategic. She like understands games like this. She can be cutthroat, but she also is like very sympathetic.
She kind of reminds me of Danny Boatwright, where I feel she would kind of slip, and that's a very obscure Survivor reference. Like
Interesting.
even within the Survivor community,
But
she's
I
like
don't
a
think it's Danny
nobody.
Boat. It's not that obscure. But yeah,
Okay,
she
but
slips. I don't know. I think she could slip under the radar as all the gems are battling it out. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I will talk more about Connie. I have a feeling she's going deep, but she's definitely on brains. That might be a curse though, being on the brains tribe.
yeah, especially if it's the original Brains tribe.
But this current brains tribe was fine. So
Oh
I don't.
yeah, I love Neil.
Neil, interesting. Neil.
He's a snake in ice cream
Yeah, he's the
pants.
snake in ice cream pants. It's true. Let's cast Greg. Greg Universe.
I'd say Braun.
Braun, why Braun?
I mean, I just feel like he seems strong from what we've seen. I mean,
But
and he also seems more
what
that kind
about
of like,
20s rock star Greg though?
oh, that would be Beauty
I think
Tribe.
yeah, I think of
The
beauty, but
long, magnificent
yeah.
hair,
See, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna be stretching to cast people on beauty. So
which
But can you put him with his son? Is this blood versus water now?
Oh, if we do Survivor Blood versus Water. Oh,
I mean, there's not enough pairings. When I think of Greg, I think of like well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's that broad.
we. I'm
Definitely,
okay
it's
putting him on Beauty.
definitely not on the brains tribe, but it's one of the
I
others.
have a clear pick for the Beauty Tribe, and I feel like those three would just be very interesting together now.
We'll put Greg on beauty for now,
Okay.
and we'll see. What do you think? He's a good player?
I feel like he could kind of be that. I don't think he would be as cutthroat as someone
It's
like
too nice,
Tony,
right? Yeah.
but he kind of could have that. Oh, think Jeremy Collins. That, oh, I'm fighting for my kids. I'm a good-natured
Ooh,
guy.
Greg equals Jeremy Collins. I like that.
Okay, not quite because he doesn't have the whole firefighter thing going,
Yeah.
but
But like Jeremy's recent win was kind of based on his
oh
social
yeah.
game a lot, and you could see Greg being super social too. Yeah,
hmm
cool. Let's cast. I'm looking at the Wikipedia characters list, and this isn't all.
Can
This
we
is definitely
cast
not in
Lapis?
order of importance. Let's cast Lapis now. Yeah. Uh,
Beauty.
so okay,
Just
first,
sitting on that.
yeah. I mean, I have a huge crush on Lapis, so obviously I want to put her on beauty, but I don't think she's necessarily gorgeous in universe. I don't think that's necessarily.
That first time she steps on the beach and spreads her water wings.
Do you think Lapis is a good player? She's gonna be too angry at everyone.
She is. She might be that kind of angsty. Well, it depends on who's
We haven't
on her
seen
tribe
Happy Lapis
first.
like ever on the show, right? I think
But
Lapis
we
is
need
definitely
that
beauty.
kind of commandingness on the beauty tribe now. It's all too happy right now. It's
Lapis
Greg
is
and
Lapis.
Steven playing the ukulele every night.
Yeah, it is really. Lapis on the beauty tribe is like, she's like way more angry and cutthroat than any female beauty member we've seen. Like it would be really interesting.
Mm, who was that girl in the original Brain Brawn Beauty? Morgan.
Alexis Morgan. Morgan was not. Oh, she was kind of angry. You're right. Morgan was angry. I'll say that.
She could be the Morgan mixed with a bit of Abby Maria.
I don't think she's gonna go full Abby, but she's definitely. I don't think she's winning the game. I don't think people are. I don't think she could like make it to the end with.
Just let me have my Stapis.
We'll see how it goes. What about Jasper? Let's cast Jasper.
Brawn.
Braun. She's the
Like I
prototypical
wouldn't.
Braun. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't question that.
Yeah. Do you think she's a good player? Probably not.
I could see her winning a whole bunch of challenges, and depending on who she's at the end with, will determine if she wins.
She could just run the challenge. Yeah. Gauntlet. Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, we've seen females do that before. Kelly Wigglesworth.
Yeah, and Tasha, a little bit of that in the original Burns Beauty Braun. Yeah, she could definitely do that. So we have 9 players cast. We're even on the tribes right now. 9 to go.
Really?
Yeah. So far in Brains, we have Pearl, Peridot, and Connie. In Beauty, Steven, Greg, and Lapis. And in Brawn, Amethyst, Garnet, and Jasper.
We need some more guys thrown in.
This
Let's cast Lars.
Yeah, but this show is not.
It's really not.
This is the only season of Survivor where you're going to struggle to cast male contestants. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Let's do Lars and Sadie, sure. I mean, are they major enough? Probably. I mean, we still have 9 people to go.
They're the only people we've seen on an island competing in anything.
They have been on a desert island competing.
Have you seen? There's a I don't know if I'd call it a parody, but someone has made like a Survivor fan opening of just Steven, Lars, and Sadie running around the island.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that. That sounds great.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
good fun.
Okay, let's cast Lars and Sadie. Yeah, these two are not obvious to me.
Oh, Sadie, I would either say Brawn or Brains. Maybe I could see her any of them.
I actually want to put Sadie on Braun. Yeah,
Yeah, let's put Sadie on
she's
Brawn.
pretty buff.
I'm saying for spearing that fish.
Yeah, when she was on the island, she was like a provider and stuff, right? Yeah, I think Sadie could be a good player. Lars, I feel like is not going to be sympathetic enough, but
Want to put Lars on Beauty due to his vainness?
I mean, what else? What other option is there? That's the only one, right? He's definitely not brainy or
Oh,
so I think
and having
we have to put him on beauty.
and let's picture this camp life now. We now have Greg and Steven at Camp Kumbaya, Angsty Lapis, and Lars.
Yeah, it's the beauty tribe's gonna be interesting. But Lars and Lapis together. Maybe that's an alliance, the angry person alliance. I don't know.
Larpis.
Larpis, yeah. I don't know if people ship that, but
I'll Google it. I got you.
don't Google that. I can see bad things coming up. Okay, who's next on the who's the next most? We're not gonna do fusions, so
Can we do Mayor Dewey
let's do Mary
on
Dewey,
Brains?
Yeah. On brains.
Political leader.
Oh man, That tribe's gonna be a disaster if you're putting Mayor Dewey on brains.
He's gonna show up. I'm the leader.
Yeah, he's Mayor Dewey is the Garrett of the original Brains Beauty Bra. Yeah,
Yes, I love where this is going.
he's definitely the Garrett of this season. Just like we're sitting down here, we're not leaving. We're gonna figure this out right now. Let's put him on Brains. Yeah, it's too good.
Yay!
He's definitely first out, but we'll see. We still need to cast more people. Um, we should cast what's his face? Conspiracy theories.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Let's cast Ronaldo.
I kind of want to go brains.
I think so. I mean, where else are you gonna put him?
Okay, so let's run down brains real quick. That's Peridot, Pearl, Connie, Dewey,
And Ronaldo.
and
So I only have
Ronaldo.
one more for that.
Okay, so we have one spot left there, and we have two on Braun and two on Beauty,
Well,
right?
let's think. What major characters on the show haven't we cast yet? You know,
Um,
I mean, there's a bunch of people that we could cast. Like, I don't want to cast Onion.
I don't want to cast Rose.
Do you,
She's kind of dead.
we could do Rose.
Do we want? Is that even canonically possible?
That's okay. The season's not ever. This is a fake season anyway, so let's cast Rose.
See, she's so gorgeous, but she's also
It's
a commander of an army.
she's all three for sure, but I feel like you want to put her on Beauty. Like I feel like that's like she's like this giant presence on the show. No, but that isn't supposed to be a pun. But
Like, but if we do that, I'm kind of worried about that tribe now. If we do
oh
that.
yeah, but then you have Stephen, Greg, and
Stephen, Greg, Rose, Lapis, and Lars. Do we really want this?
oh no, our Larpus alliance is going down.
Larpus is gonna get kicked off first unless we stick him with Onion or something.
I mean, what's the alternative? Put her on Braun? I don't think she's Braun first. I think I would consider Beauty or Brains more than Braun. You could put her on Brains to finish out the Brains tribe, but I don't think she's Brains primarily.
If we put her on Brains, we're gonna have a very interesting. Is Pearl gonna be focused on the game or Rose?
Yeah, no, yeah, putting Pearl and Rose together, that's gonna not be good for Pearl's game. I want to put her on Beauty though. I think that's her spot.
Okay,
We can potentially move this around. I know we have a
this is
built-in
gonna be.
mother, father, son alliance
Son.
going
We
on.
have an entire family on one tribe.
Yeah.
Would you put Russell and Brandon Hant on the same tribe?
I mean, that's just asking for trouble. So probably not.
Now, granted, I would put Keith and Wes Nail on the same tribe, but that's just personal preference.
Yeah. So we have four more people here to cast. Who are our four most major characters that we have not yet cast?
Can we please wrap out Beauty with sour cream?
Do you think he's one of the four most major characters we haven't talked about yet? He could be. There's not a lot of people left.
We're running out of names. I mean, Gunga?
Sour cream. Like, do we want to get into the pizza family? Like, do we want to talk? Do you want to do like PD? I mean, probably you should cast Onion, but I just don't want to. Like Connie's parents. Oh, Jamie. We should cast Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Jamie on Beauty makes sense.
I think Jamie on Beauty makes sense. Yeah,
Okay, wrap that tribe up.
aspiring actor. That's definitely yeah. Let's. Oh, but what about sour cream? We wanted to put sour cream on Beauty, so
Yeah, well, we don't have to cast sour cream.
I don't think that's a must. No.
No, it's our fans will not cry. There are no Lars Lapis stories on fanfiction.net. Just
What?
quick update for you.
What?
Yeah, not as a pairing at least.
Come on, guys.
I know. So this is an open letter to the overly animated community.
Yeah, let's get that ship going. I mean, we could cast like do we want to cast Yellow Diamond? Since we're casting Rose, we're gonna cast cast Yellow Diamond on Braun. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, but is she Brains? Because no, I think she's Brains.
Okay.
What do you think?
I kind of want to put Gunga on Brains.
I mean, okay, you're thinking too far ahead. Which do you think is which do you think most represents Yellow Diamond?
If I would put Yellow Diamond anywhere, yeah, I'd say Brains.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's the brains of the entire gem operation. Okay, so we have two more characters and we need two bronze, but we could move people around. So
Okay. What if we put who else is can we put Mr. Smiley on Braun?
uh, we're testing the limits here
We really are.
of
18 characters.
who's the two most major characters we have. Is it Onion?
No onion. I
No Onion? Okay, no
refuse.
Onion. I'm fine with that. Vidalia? Like, that's possible.
But Vidalia would probably end up being Beauty.
I feel like we should cast PD. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, I could see PD.
Sure.
He's fun.
Where are we gonna? You could. We're.
I'd make the argument. They put Alicia on Braun. Okay, I can see this
I mean, he's not the other two, so I guess he's Braun because he like takes
by
his work
default.
very seriously and stuff. So we can put him there.
I could see him being the guy who like is getting the water and manning the fire, stuff like that.
Do we want to cast any of the Pizza family?
Which one's the pizza family? Is that like Kiki and
Yeah.
not not really?
I mean, it's that or sour cream
There's got to be other
or
options.
Vidalia. We could cast.
Could we could we put Yellowtail on Braun?
I don't want to cast Yellowtail. Let's cast Vidalia, and let's put Vidalia on Beauty and move Greg to Braun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what's our current cast?
Okay, and we can change this, but here's what we got going right now. Brains, Pearl, Peridot, Connie, Mayor Dewey, Ronaldo, and Yellow Diamond. Beauty, Steven, Lapis,
Steven.
Lars, Rose, Jamie, and Vidalia.
Okay.
Braun, Amethyst, Garnet, Jasper, Sadie, PD, and Greg.
Okay. I kind of like it.
I'm okay. It's fine. You can take issue with the minor characters, but this is all. It's very
Yeah.
arbitrary. These last few spots are very arbitrary. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to run through the season. Where are we? How are we on time right now? Okay, about half an
We're
hour.
getting close to half an hour.
So let's do this in a half an hour. So,
Oh God.
so I'm gonna do a random number generator to the challenges. Then we're gonna see who goes to tribal, and then we're gonna figure out who gets voted off based on the alliances that are gonna be made in each tribe. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Right.
Brains, Beauty, Bronze. So right off the bat, we're just in general, what do you see alliance wise on the Brains tribe?
Oh, right off the bat, I think Connie Pearl.
Connie Pearl seems like a thing for sure. Could see maybe Peridot in there. Pearl's going to be a
Peridot's gonna gravitate to Ronaldo.
Peridot and Ronaldo. I could see. Yeah, we talked about that on the shipping podcast, right? I think a little bit, like, or
I
one
think we no,
on
that
the
was the
Peridot
Peridot.
podcast.
We should have mentioned that in the shipping
That would have been an interesting
podcast.
ship. Yeah,
Peridaldo.
whether they would get along. Mayor Dewey and Pearl. Pearl's not going to gravitate towards Dewey, right?
No, but she could string him along for an extra vote.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, is Pearl cutthroat enough to bring the person she's disgusted by onto? She seems to put up with him enough on the show, you know.
She could just be like, "Yes, you're the leader, and as our leader, we need to get rid of this person,
What about Yellow
right?"
Diamond? Who could Yellow Diamond possibly align with? Let's try it.
I I don't know. I feel bad for Yellow Diamond in this spot. They all hate her,
If they go to
except
tribal,
Ronaldo.
she's definitely had the favorite to get voted out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at Beauty. We have Steven, Lavis, Lars, Rose,
Hmm.
and Dahlia.
I feel like this tribe's just all gonna love on each other, except maybe Lapis hates
Lapis
everyone.
and Lars, but Steven loves both of them, right?
True.
So definitely not sure who would go to tribal here, who would get voted out. But I
Uh,
feel like you have Steven and Rose, obviously unbreakable pair, and they're also the same person, so that doesn't make sense. Lapis and Lars, I feel like would be an alliance, and then Steven's also going to get along with Jamie, and I don't know about Vidalia.
Vidalia might be a bit on the
Yeah,
outside, if anybody.
I don't know what Rose would think of Vidalia.
I think Rose might like
I
Vidalia.
think
I
Rose
think
would
they'd
like Vidalia.
be
Yeah.
gal pals.
The Braun tribe: Amethyst, Garnet, Jasper, Sadie, PD, and Greg. I think you clearly have Jasper on the outs here.
Jasper on the out, and I'd say,
Maybe PD as well.
I'd almost say humans versus gems.
Humans versus gems, but
Because I feel like Greg likes Amethyst and Garnet just fine, but he's gonna know his best chances to win are with the humans.
I don't
Like,
know
feel
if Greg
Greg's
is going
smart
to be
enough.
thinking. I don't know if he's thinking strategy, but let's see who's going to tribal here. Episode 1. Let's roll the random number generator, and the Beauty tribe is going to tribal council.
Oh, it would be.
Okay, so let's think about this. The first vote. Who's gonna take control of this tribe? I think it's Steven.
Yeah, I feel like Steven, because everyone just gravitates towards him.
Steven has connections to everyone on this tribe. They all like him. No one's gonna vote Steven out. Um, except maybe Vidalia. I don't know if Vidalia knows Steve. Have we seen them interact?
Yes, yes. Olive Onion Friend.
Oh yeah, he was in that episode. I had blocked out the onion part of Onion Friend. I've just remembered the the amethyst part of that episode. So okay, we got the Rose and the Lapis and Lars thing here against the world. Does Lapis try to stage a coup and take over the tribe? I feel like she would on any other tribe except for the one that Steven's on.
Yeah, I feel like not yet. I feel like she'll kind of stay under Steven
I
for a
think she likes
while.
Steven enough, and I think Lars likes Steven enough. I think we're gonna have. Who do we? What do you think? Who do you think gets voted out here?
Unfortunately, I think Vidalia,
I
but I
think
really like
Vidalia
her.
gets voted out here. Yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe she can team up with Rose and try to save herself, but I think it's
I
Vidalia.
could see them,
Jamie's the other
honestly.
possibility.
Yeah, what if I feel like Jamie might overact so much, like play to the camera to the
Oh my God,
have
Jamie! Yeah, Jamie's gonna
have
try
you
to be this
seen
big
Total
person.
Drama? Have you seen Total Drama?
No.
There's a character in like the last season who the whole reason he's on the show is he wants to be the host of next season.
Okay.
I feel that would be Jamie.
Jamie's like, yeah, he's gonna try to play big. He's gonna be some type of character he's not, and maybe they just get too fed up with him and vote him out. I'm fine with either of those possibilities. What do you think?
I'd say I'd say Jamie, even if Steven like does a throwaway vote or something, because I don't see him voting
I
out
think Jamie
Jamie.
would
I
get
can
on
see
everyone's nerves.
everyone's.
Yeah, no, I don't see Lapis and Lars like voting for anyone except Jamie. Yeah. Okay, Jamie's gone. First person voted out of Survivor Steven Universe is Jamie. Wow, it's unfortunate. I don't think he was ever winning, but he's our big flame out character. He over.
Do we have any? Do we have like a music to play for
I if I
exits?
had the
Or
soundboard, I would put in I'd put in some Survivor music. I'm working on this though. Let's talk about let's just go straight into next tribal, the next challenge. I don't know. This beauty tribe doesn't seem super strong in challenges. I don't imagine how the bronze tribe loses. Maybe a puzzle. They struggle with it, but Garnet could head up the puzzle.
true.
Let's roll the number generator. Going to tribal is the brains tribe. Yes,
Okay,
most
Yellow
important one.
Diamond's out. Not a
Okay,
question.
well let's talk about this. We talked about the alliance. We have Pearl and Connie as an alliance,
Hmm.
and then Mayor Dewey's gonna think he's the leader. Yellow Diamond's gonna think she's the leader, and they're gonna butt heads. I think.
And I think everyone else will see Dewey as harmless.
What is Ronaldo going to flame out big though? Ronaldo, remember, Ronaldo's being paired with Yellow Diamond here. All his theories are coming true. Is he going to freak out? Yes, I think he is going to.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's enough to get him voted out.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough considering Peridot and Yellow Diamond are in the same tribe. Like, I feel Peridot would be like, we gotta get rid of Yellow
No, I think
Diamond
Yellow. No, I
before
don't.
she tries to blow up the island.
No, I think Yellow Diamond's going to be like, we need to get rid of Peridot because she's so mad at her. But I think Peridot might try to. I don't think Peridot's done with Yellow Diamond. I think she's still a fan.
I, yeah, I feel like it's gonna come down to Team Dewey versus Team Yellow Diamond. And that is something I never thought I'd say in my life.
You think you're right. I think Pearl uses Yellow. Pearl uses Mayor Dewey. I think that that's easy for her.
So are we seeing it right now? 3-3, Ronaldo, Peridot, and Diamond versus Pearl
No, I see.
Connie.
I think Peridot wants to work with Yellow Diamond, but I don't think Yellow Diamond wants to work with Peridot. So I don't think that they're going to be Peridot. I think she's too mad at her. Yet Diamond's too mad at Peridot.
So you think it's gonna be a 4-2 vote then?
I think it might. No, I mean, I think it might be 5-1. Who knows what Ronaldo's doing? He's like spazzing on the ground, like we need to. This is good for Ronaldo's game, though. Separate him from Yellow Diamond.
I Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, could we see a tie? Because I mean, we've seen ties happen at First Tribal. We
Either
just
way,
saw it this season.
there's no way that we're getting anyone else voted out here except for
Yeah.
Yellow Diamond. So for Yellow Diamond, our second contestant voted off of Survivor Steam Universe. Let's go to the third vote. We're still not swapping yet, probably
No, probably not after the fourth, I'm thinking.
fourth or fifth, and we even it out with the Brawn tribe going to Tribal Council. This never happens on 3 tribe formats, but we can.
It's happened once.
I like.
Worlds Apart was pretty close.
Yeah, Amethyst, Garnet, Jasper, Sadie, Petey, and Greg. So Amethyst and Garnet are an alliance, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, could we get a? You're right. Could we get a humans alliance between Sadie, Petey, and Greg?
I feel like we'd have to. Like, I feel that that's where Petey would gravitate towards. Because
I
I
feel
feel
like
like he would
Petey
end
and
up too scared of him.
Petey and Sadie will team up. Petey would be too scared. You're right. Greg, he could go either way.
I feel like they'd all want Jasper gone first. Well, no, Jasper would be a great help in challenges.
Hmm. But I don't think Garnet and Amethyst care that much. I think they're confident in their abilities. I think they're targeting Jasper first because.
Okay.
But I think this is a bad move for Garnet and Amethyst because then they're in the minority on the humans gems. But I also think they have Greg on board. So
All right, so you think Jasper then?
Let's go. Jasper going out third here.
The
Jasper
tribe has
never.
spoken.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about how she might make a run if she made the merge, but she never. Outside of that, she never really had a shot. Well, yeah.
The season is almost as biased as All Stars.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we'll be back for next time for Survivor All Stars Steven Universe, right? Bringing back our. I mean, if we do
Oh
it,
no, we're gonna do a whole Cartoon
yeah.
Network
If we
crossover. We're
no,
gonna do
right.
Adventure Time versus Steven Universe,
If
man.
we do these, if people like this, we can do this for other shows, and then eventually cast an All Star season.
I want Adventure Time versus Steven
We
Universe.
need
Make it
more. No,
happen.
we need a larger casting pool than just two seasons. So we'll see. Okay, let's roll. Fourth episode. Still not going to swap yet. The tribes are even. There's no reason to. And Brains going back to Tribal Council.
Now it gets interesting.
So we have Pearl and Connie still together,
Hmm.
and Mayor Dewey thinks he's the leader of that alliance. And then we have Peridot
Peridot and
probably with
Ronaldo.
them, and Ronaldo. Who knows what's going on with Ronaldo? So here's the question. I feel like Pearl, Peridot, and Connie are going to vote together. The question is, do you take the easy vote and get out Ronaldo, or is it time to blindside Mayor Dewey?
I feel like you blindside Dewey because a switch is a Pearl would probably analyze every season before she went out there.
Yeah, I agree. She'd be
Meaning she would know traditionally in the later seasons a tribe swap happens in episode 5. She would not want Dewey getting on a tribe where he could actually run it. Because if you end up with a tribe of like Dewey, Petey, Sadie, Lars, Dewey could actually run that tribe. She's not going to want to let that happen, so she would try to get rid of Dewey. Because
the
Ronaldo
question
is
in
basically,
Ronaldo might be a chip, but he's also unpredictable because he's seeing gems everywhere.
yeah, but he's like the Philip of the season.
He is like the Philip. But Mayor Dewey, here's the thing: does Pearl think she can control Mayor Dewey? Like, is he going to be loyal to Pearl because he likes her?
I don't. That's an interesting question.
It's I don't know. I think Pearl would have to make a decision. It's not obvious which one.
I feel.
Yeah,
I
but
feel at this point Dewey would have also just been annoying the heck out of him.
yeah, and I also think Connie's influential in this decision, and I think Connie would be anti-Mayor Dewey.
Yeah, I think Connie would lean towards Ronaldo just because Steven's friendship with him.
Yeah. Okay. So Mayor Dewey voted out fourth here. I think that's a smart move by the Brains tribe, probably. Who knows what would happen at the swap? So here's the question: are we swapping right now? And I'm not sure.
I
Um,
think I think yes, just because it's become traditional at this point that if you have 3 tribes, episode 5 you go to 2.
I'm trying to remember
Second,
this season if we swapped that, or let's look at
yes, it was 5
let's look at
because I haven't seen the tribe swap yet, and I've seen 1 through 4, and it was the next episode.
so we had it on the fifth one in Survivor Kakayan, and then let's look for this current season. I feel like it was so it was okay. It was there's extenuating circumstances. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, we'll swap here. Okay, so how do we want to do this swap?
All right, here's how I say doing this. We just run down and give each character left a number, then we hit the random number generator 7 times. We're 14 left, right?
We have
We're down to 14.
four on the Brains tribe. We have five on the Beauty tribe and five on the Brawn tribe. So 14.
So I say we hit the random number generator 7 times. Those 7 are a tribe. Whoever's left is a tribe. That's the most
Let's do okay, yeah,
unbiased.
something like that. So we're swapping the two tribes here, tribe one and tribe two. Let's I'm just gonna do one or two for each character. I think that'll be easier.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's fine.
Pearl is going on to tribe two. Peridot is going on to tribe one. Broken up. Uh,
Oh no.
Connie is going on to tribe one. Oh man, Pearl. Ronaldo is going on to tribe two. Ronaldo and Pearl together. That decision's going to come back right immediately for Pearl. Steven swapping to Tribe One with Connie.
Oh
Uh oh.
wow.
Lapis swapping to Tribe One still. That's good news for Lapis probably. Lars swapping to Tribe One.
And make sure that these tribes don't end up
Well, we'll just
literally
put
being.
the. Oh yeah, let's do. Okay, let's start with Brawn people then before going to Rose. Amethyst swapping to Tribe One. Is that
How
seven
many are
already?
on tribe 1 now?
That's six. And Garnet swapping to Tribe One. So the rest are on Tribe Two.
So
Good.
tribe 1 is now Pearl. No, yeah.
Peridot, Connie, Steven, Lapis, Lars, Amethyst, and Garnet. Oh my goodness.
Wow. And
And
they
on
are now against
Tribe 2,
Pearl.
Pearl, Ronaldo, Sadie, PD, Greg, Rose, and Vidalia.
Okay.
Definitely our more interesting characters on Tribe 1. All of our minor characters
Mm,
kind of have won, except for Pearl, obviously. So,
Pearl, Greg, and did you say Rose is on Tribe too?
Rose is on Tribe 2. So let's look at Tribe 1 and Tribe 2 and see what alliances are happening. So, I mean, I think we have Connie, Steven, Amethyst, and Garnet as the dominant alliance. And then you have Peridot, probably among them with Lapis and. But Steven likes Lapis and Steven likes Lars. There's no one Steven dislikes on this tribe. Lapis
We
and
just gotta hope
Lars.
they don't go to Tribal either time.
Lapis and Lars probably on the outs here, though.
Yeah.
On Tribe 2, Pearl, Ronaldo, Sadie, PD, Greg, Rose, and Vidalia. Um,
This is more normal Survivor we're getting into now.
this is kind of a crazy. I mean, I think you. Oh, but you're missing the big headline of this
Ooh.
tribe: Pearl, Greg, and Rose together.
And then we're missing a
Fireworks
sub-alliance,
here.
Ronaldo and PD back together.
Ronaldo and PD back together. Oh man, that'd be interesting. I could. Does Pearl try to go against Rose and blindside Greg? Oh man, that's
Does
the big.
Pearl sabotage the tribe?
Sa-
Throw a challenge
just
to vote out Greg.
I don't think Pearl would throw a challenge, but if they lose, I think that. So let's see. Let's run the
Okay.
challenge here. Who's going to Tribal? Tribe 1 or Tribe 2? Tribe 2, yes. Let's figure this out. Okay.
Okay.
So, so you have Greg and Rose are going to vote together. Then you have Ronaldo and PD are going to vote together. And then you have Pearl, Sadie, and Vidalia. So Pearl probably initially is with Greg and Rose, but might turn on Greg. Sadie, I think, would lean towards the Ronaldo PD grouping.
And I think Vidalia would join her too.
Vidalia would join her too. That's the numbers. Our favorites.
They have the numbers.
They have the numbers. The humans finally
The
have.
humans have the numbers.
So I think who do they target? They target Pearl or Rose?
I think Ronaldo sees Pearl. He saw Pearl as the leader. He's gonna want her gone because they're getting close to the merge.
Ronaldo wasn't on the tribe with Rose, but yeah,
No, sorry, Pearl.
Pearl tribe.
Because Ronaldo saw Pearl kind of leading their tribe.
Oh man, um, interesting. So, but I think that. Uh, but I think that Pearl. Okay, so here's what happens. I think that happens, but I think that Pearl flips to the humans because her hatred of Greg is blinding too
Ooh.
much, and then then they don't target Pearl, they target Greg.
Oh, I could see that happening.
They don't want to vote out a human, but Greg
No.
is so in bed with Rose here, right? So, like literally. So I think that. I feel like Greg goes here. I think Pearl
Oh.
just can't be on the same tribe as her at the same time, and the humans have the numbers anyway. The non-Greg humans.
Will Rose trust Pearl after she blindsided Greg?
Yeah, but like, could Rose do that? Could Pearl do that to Rose? I don't know.
I think yeah. I
I
think
think
she
yes. I think
dislikes
because it's a
Greg
game.
that
I think this is
much.
like all of Pearl's inhibitions, like regarding regarding betraying Rose, like or like not like betraying Rose, but like upsetting Rose are out the window here. So Greg, I think, gets voted out here. Our first post swap member, and if that tribe goes to tribal council again, then that's not good. So do we want to Do we want to give an idol to someone at this point in the game?
Yeah. Ooh.
We can do a random number generator.
Yeah. For those.
Okay? So let's do. Okay, so yeah, idols, immunity idols. Explain them.
Okay. So for everyone listening, the hidden each. Oh, we should have done this earlier because typically each camp, because they live at different camps,
Yeah.
each one has a hidden immunity idol, and you can play this after everyone votes, but before the host reads them, and all votes cast against you no longer count. And they have, I don't know if you want to do this, they have a new choice this season where two people can put two idols together, and so they can play it after they've been voted out.
We won't.
So it
We
becomes
won't
like
do
a
that one.
super.
But
Okay, we're not going to do that
yeah,
one.
we can do immunity idols. So
Okay.
let's roll a random number generator. But then we'll see if that person would have been looking in the first place. Because if they
Okay.
wouldn't have looked for it, then there's no way they would have gotten it. So we have 13 people left in the game, and this could have been like they found it earlier, but it's not relevant
Just,
until now.
yeah, arbitrarily assigned each person a number.
Person 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Amethyst. Do you think Amethyst would find an idol?
I feel like Amethyst would be eating something, like eating a rock and find it.
Yeah, she might find a clue, but would she go? Okay, I could see that. Like they get the reward, and then she finds the clue because she's first to the food. But would she go look for it?
I think I think she's too cocky, honestly.
I don't think she would do it. Let's reroll. I don't think she would get the idol. Person 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lapis. Yes.
Yes,
Lapis has
yes.
the idol. Lapis would totally look for the idol. Yeah. She's very
She
self-interested.
needs it.
She needs the idol. Okay, we'll do another idol maybe next episode because 2 idols
Okay.
going into the merge is pretty standard. Okay, let's go to tribal again. 1 and 2. Tribe 2 going back to tribal. Not
It's
good.
kind of what I was hoping for because Tribe 1 is so stacked.
Yeah, I mean, all of our favorites are gonna. Okay, so
Okay.
the problem though here is how does Pearl worm her way out of this? So Rose is mad at
Does
Pearl,
Pearl Rose worm her way out of
but
this?
Pearl is still with our group of humans. So we have our Ronaldo, Sadie, PD, and Vidalia, and then Pearl is the fifth member of that alliance.
So are
Pearl
you
can't
saying
vote Rose
about
out though.
Rose? But
Pearl
the
can,
four can?
the four can, but Pearl's going to try to work with Rose to subvert that. And then what if they catch her doing that? I don't think they're smart enough to catch her. There's not a lot of
No.
not a lot of gameplay
Sadie.
here.
Sadie could catch her.
Sadie could, but I don't know. I feel like Pearl's maybe safe. She's gonna can Pearl flip the script though, because Pearl's gonna try to be with Rose, and she needs two more. Could she pull Sadie in? I don't see why Sadie would. Sadie's in such a good position at that alliance of dummies, right? That
Who else is that? That's Sadie, PD,
Vidalia, they could
Ronaldo, and
flip.
oh, Vidalia.
She could flip. Vidalia could flip, but I don't know who's flipping with her.
It all depends on how close Vidalia is to everyone else because she knew Amethyst before Rose left.
Yeah.
So she's got to be at least kind of chill with Rose and Pearl.
I
Like
mean,
they
sure, right?
hung
So
out
that's
together.
a three. I could see that as a three, but then it's Ronaldo, Sadie, and PD. So that's three versus three.
I could see them going to a tie.
Okay, so it's tie. Okay, so we're
Okay.
going to a revote. Who's chicken and pulls the Cochrane and flips here?
Okay, well, first question is who are the three humans voting for, and who are the three, I guess,
The
gems voting
humans are
for?
voting for Rose, and
All
then
right.
the gems are voting for
Sadie?
Sadie. No, would they vote for Sadie?
She's. The other two are harmless. I
So
mean, what's Ronaldo gonna
what's
do?
Pearl, Rose, and Vidalia's logic here? Pearl's because I don't.
They're about to merge. Do you want Sadie at the
No, they're gonna
merge?
vote for Sadie, right? So okay, so then who's flinching? Ronaldo and PD, no reason to flinch. Sadie's being voted for, so I think it's Vidalia who just says, "Screw it, I'm not invested enough with these gems. I'm gonna go back to my humans and
Okay.
vote out Sadie, or vote out
Vote out
vote out Rose."
Rose.
Yeah.
So Rose is gone.
Do you agree with that?
I can see that.
I think that.
I'm okay with that.
And Rose going here pre-merge. That's
Wow.
unfortunate. Big player gone. Steven's gonna be
Oh,
upset when they say
Steven's gonna be on a manhunt at the.
Rose voted out at the last tribal council. Steven,
Oh,
not.
what will that do? Ooh, yeah, Steven's gonna go on a manhunt.
I don't know. Steven just gets to see his mom for the first time in flesh in this fake imaginary survivor world, and she's ripped apart before they can be together again after the beauty tribe. Oh man, we'll see.
Oh wow.
So now we have 12 left.
Do we want to give another idol out?
Let's give another idol out, sure. So
Okay, who's this going to?
we merged with 14 and we have 12. We're gonna give this idol to Connie. Oh man,
Oh, Connie would definitely
Connie
find.
would look oh man, Connie
Connie
and
would
Lapis
find it
have
without
idols.
a.
This is so great.
This is Survivor.
This is gonna be great. Okay.
Could Lapis be the Kelly Wentworth of Survivor?
Yes, that's a
Yes,
great comparison.
yes.
Lapis is totally Queen Kelly Wentworth. Yes. Okay,
Love Kelly Wentworth.
where are we gonna merge here though? The problem is
Yes.
the original Survivor, Brains Beauty Brawn, had a quit, and so they merged at 11, I think, but we're at 12 here, so I'm not sure.
I say if we merge at 12 and then we do a final three instead of a final two, because we haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, I think that's let's do that. Merge at 12, final three, final two. I agree. Okay, so we have no more tribe divisions here. We're going into the merge with Peridot, Connie, Steven, Lapis, Lars, Amethyst, Garnet, Pearl, Ronaldo, Sadie, PD, and Vidalia.
Wow, Vidalia hanging in there
Tribe 1 has not been tested, so
at all.
we don't know what's happening. Are we going to keep our original Brains, Beauty, Brawn alliances? Are we going to go Gems, Humans? Are we
I
going
think
to...
Amethyst and Vidalia are going to buddy up a bit.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So this is going to be interesting. Vidalia's kind of a free agent because she voted with the Gems on that tribe, but then flipped. So
I
she's...
really wanted to get Vidalia to Amethyst. I'm glad she's still there.
Okay, let's merge and let's give out individual immunity here.
Okay.
So for this now, I'm going to say that we're going to roll the random number generator, but we're going to see if it works for this person, right? Well, could this person win a challenge?
Because, I mean, there's some people who have one survivor. Okay, for instance, Survivor Trivia for everyone. Only one person has won the game twice. Her name was Sandra. She's never won individual immunity in her life.
So this isn't that important, yeah.
No, it's really not.
But it can get you to the end, but if you just keep winning them, which never happens. But
Mike,
Mike was the only example, and he didn't even win them all, right? So
no.
So let's roll this number. 1 to 12, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pearl winning immunity. Is that possible?
It depends on what it is. I
And
could
I could
see
see
her.
her winning. I think they're gonna merge. We're gonna have an endurance challenge, and I think Pearl's like super trying hard here. So I think Pearl could definitely win immunity.
Yeah, because Pearl is so on the outs.
Okay, Pearl has immunity. My fave is safe for the merge, not be the merge boot. Okay, this is the biggest time in the game. We're about to get to this point in the current season of
Right.
Survivor. I don't know when I'll put this podcast out before Wednesday, but if you're gonna watch a random Survivor episode, watch this week's on Wednesday. So the question is, what are our two factions here that are going to come about? Because Tribe 1 and Tribe 2 aren't really a thing. We don't know what Tribe 1 is. Um, let's look at so we have our humans alliance between with Ronaldo, Sadie, and PD, which Vidalia betrayed at the end. Vidalia is probably going to
Mm,
buddy up with Amethyst anyway.
right.
So could any
Well, could
humans?
they bring in Lars and Lapis?
Lars, I think, joins this alliance for sure.
Does Lapis join?
Lapis is a question mark. Let's put that there. So that's a grouping of 4. That's not enough. You need 7.
No.
Then we have our
Six. Oh, sorry. Yeah, seven. You're right.
we have our Crystal Gems alliance of Peridot, Connie, Steven, potentially Lapis, Amethyst, Garnet, Vidalia, and Pearl, who I think probably combined to take over the game.
I want to see the humans do something. I really do.
Now, here's the thing. Pearl and Lapis are not going to be satisfied with the status quo forever. So they're going to flip at some point, but I don't think the merge is the time for that.
Yeah, I think the merge. Well, the thing about the merge is they typically try to get rid of someone strong.
I think Sadie. Sadie, I think, could win these challenges.
I think Sadie will try to rally her troops as much as possible, try to get Steven, try to get Vidalia, but
Even if
unfortunately,
you pull back in Vidalia, it's not enough.
I think it's gonna kind of end up like
The Crystal Gems are winning the day
yeah,
in this season. I think Sadie's got no chance. Sadie is our merge boot, and I think that that's a big compliment to Sadie. The merge boot is usually one of the biggest threats, and I think Sadie may have been in this game. Now,
11 are left.
11 are left, and we have a group of 3 versus 8, basically. We'll see what happens. Uh, let's see who potentially wins individual immunity. Still 2 idols in play. That's enough. I guess that third idol went unfound. We can say
It's
that.
so Boston Rob.
Yeah, 1-5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lars wins immunity.
Yes.
Okay, I could see it. He could win. Maybe. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't see how Amethyst and Garnet aren't winning immunities, but whatever. Lars wins. So here's the question. So here are Steven's going to want to stay as the Crystal Gems for sure. Amethyst and Garnet are going to want to stay. Connie's going to want to stay. But at some point, I feel like Connie's the type of player who will be like, once we pick them off and get to our alliance, then I'll make a sub alliance. And
Oh yeah,
I
that's
don't think
gonna be
Connie's
her.
going to. Connie's not going to be eager to flip right away. Connie's going to have to
she's-
cut Steven though. Steven's winning the game if he gets to the end.
That's a good point.
So that's
really
going
good
on.
point.
That's debating in Connie's head. Was Sadie the first member of our jury? Yes. So let's keep
Yes.
track of the jury here at the bottom. The jury votes for the winner at the end. So,
Right. And the jury also sits and watches all the tribal councils from here on out.
Right.
So like whatever happens tonight, Sadie will see. And
Yes.
so on and
Okay.
so forth.
So I feel like Lapis is eager to flip, but doesn't have many moves right now. And the same with Pearl.
Lapis has an idol.
Lapis is an idol, but I don't know if she wants to waste it on Ronaldo here, if that's who we're voting for.
Mm, yeah, because if she's still kind of in this alliance.
Yeah, I think she's fine. I think Lapis is fine. I think Pearl's fine. I think Ronaldo's getting voted out over.
Yeah, I think Stevie will push it off of PD on Ronaldo.
Yeah. So Ronaldo, the second member of our jury. At the very least, our minor characters are going out here. We may or may not have engineered it like that. Let's continue. 1 to 10. Potentially PD winning immunity. I don't buy it. Let's roll again. I don't.
But PD,
What could he win?
Wait,
What challenge
wait.
could he win?
There was a challenge in Survivor China where the goal was to sit still in a barrel emptying of water and not fall off as it was kind of rotating
I
a
don't
bit.
think he could win
The
an
girl who
endurance.
won it, the girl who won it was a skinny little twig who won no other challenges and did nothing productive ever. PD could win that challenge.
Okay, we're not redoing that challenge, though. So let's reroll.
But PD, it would make the alliance pick each other off.
Here we have Pearl. Pearl could win some sort of. Pearl already won. It does okay. I don't think it particularly matters this week, but let's give Pearl immunity. Um, so is this alliance of 8 sitting intact here, and we're just gonna straight pick off Lars or Petey?
Could could Connie grab Steven, Petey, Lars, and Peridot?
Ooh, the Connie betrayal. Why do you think Connie's likely to flip here?
I think because Connie, I mean, she likes the crystal gems, but she knows they could beat her easily.
But
I mean,
who's Connie?
she
Okay,
trained under Pearl.
who's Connie
So if
taking? Connie takes Steven. I think
Connie
that could
takes
happen.
Steven, I could see Connie taking PD
Yeah, Connie.
as an easy vote.
That's an easy pawn there. PD. It's really tempting to not vote out PD here.
Yeah.
Lars.
Lars,
Okay.
Peridot.
Why Peridot? Why would Peridot flip with them?
Because Peridot will follow Steven.
Peridot will follow Steven. I agree. So that's one, two,
So,
3, 4, 5.
5. Who are our other 5?
Pearl,
Garnet, Amethyst, Pearl,
Vidalia,
Vidalia.
and Lapis.
Grab Vidalia.
So I don't think Vidalia is betraying Amethyst. That's not happening.
Okay. So
What about Lapis though?
they could grab Lapis because Lapis wants to make a big move too.
Lapis gonna flip with But is Steven really gonna flip on the crystal gem
I think Steven would go with Connie.
over staying with his mom's? I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, he loves Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, sure. But Lapis, Peridot, and Connie, not to mention his friends, Lars is his BFF.
I think Steven flips with them, but only if they vote out someone innocuous.
Like Vidalia.
Like Vidalia. I think Steven flips to vote out Vidalia here.
I'm okay with that.
So we have a new alliance with
We have the
Peridot, Connie, Steven, Lapis. We have the anti-crystal gem alliance.
we'll call them the almost gem
PD,
alliance.
the almost gems, and we're taking out Vidalia here. Steven agrees. This is not the worst thing for the crystal gems because a human is going anyway. But Vidalia, the next member of our jury, interesting.
And so now we have a 6 alliance of Lars, PD,
Everyone except our
Steven.
main 3 crystal gems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting, and that's definitely not going to hold. But let's see who wins immunity next, and Connie wins immunity again.
I could see that.
Okay,
Wait, Connie hadn't won immunity.
or I don't remember.
Connie had found an idol. It
Oh,
was
she found
Pearl, Lars, Pearl.
Okay, so Connie wins immunity, and this is good because there's going to be some pushback now against this big move that Connie made.
Okay, so Connie's safe.
No one thinks Steven orchestrated this, but
No.
so Pearl's going to be upset here. I don't think Garnet and Amethyst don't necessarily have enough game to. Maybe Garnet, but Garnet's going to be pissed. Amethyst is going to be pissed. Pearl's going to be the one who tries to make a reactionary move.
Let's say they grab Steven back. It's still 5-4 now.
It's still right. So here we have PD, Peridot, but I don't think anything's tying Peridot to that alliance unless Steven's there. So I think if their move is to grab Steven and Peridot back.
And then it's 5-4. I think Lapis would play her idol at this point because I feel like they would go. Because let's say they grab Lapis. Let's say they grab Peridot and Steven.
So first of
You're
all,
now
let's
left
just note that we have Connie and Lapis leading our rebellion here. That's like the greatest thing ever.
It is.
Yeah.
So who's left? That's Lars, PD, Connie, and Lapis. You can't vote Connie. What the heck are Lars and PD ever gonna do? I don't even think the jury would
Would
vote
Steven
for them.
flip to
Maybe
target
PD.
Lapis? Is that going to happen?
I think Steven would flip and then get told we're voting Lapis. Don't you love us, Steven?
Oh man, do you think that's possible? Do you
I
think
think
Pearl can
Pearl would pull it.
orchestrate this move?
I think Pearl could.
I think Pearl could, and then we're voting Lapis. I agree, and then Lapis.
And then I think, but Lapis would know she's being targeted because PD and Lars really.
Lapis
She would know she's
Lapis
the
would
target.
go up to Steven and say we're good, and then Steven can't lie, so he would either spill the beans or it'd be too obvious.
Right. He'd be like, gotta go.
But then Lapis, in response,
Plays an idol.
to idol Pearl out of the game for sure. It's Pearl, right?
Yeah, they're voting Pearl because she's the genius.
Oh man, that's not. Come on, we've orchestrated this situation where Pearl goes home. Oh no, because of the random number generator, Lapis stays and Pearl is the next member of our jury.
I'm loving this game.
This season is great. We have move to counter move, and now Pearl is gone, and PD is somehow still in this game, which totally makes sense because he's
okay. PD could win because Fabio. If Fabio could win this game,
I think
Pete
PD's
could win
probably
this
going to the end, but we'll see. And also, we've now annihilated Tribe 2, the post swap,
are they completely gone?
except for PD. He's the only one left. Okay, so next we have 8 contestants now.
Ooh, his whole tribe basically then is on the jury.
Yeah, so
Oh wow,
interesting. That you might need to take him out because he's that type of likable threat.
he is. He's the JT.
He's the like the Keith Nail who you don't want to take to the end, but you want to take close to the end. Let's roll this generator, and we have person 6, Amethyst, winning immunity. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So here you just had who made the counter move here? It was Pearl, and Pearl was gone. So we have the
A new
remnants.
idol would be hidden. Does someone find it?
Would they add a new idol? We can do that.
They typically do.
Yeah, we can do that next trap, I guess. Everyone's going to be very focused on picking up the pieces here. That was a game-changing move.
Oh, it was huge.
So we had Steven, Peridot, Amethyst, and Garnet voting together that against Connie,
Lapis, Lars, Petey.
Lars, and Petey. So we are at 8. So the question is, what happens now?
That is a great question. We're such a stalemate.
Does Steven flip back to the Connie alliance? Yes, I think Connie will be able to convince. Does Connie want to flip to the Crystal Gems, or is it smarter to try to take out Amethyst and Garnet now?
I think Connie grabs Steven. Peridot stays behind because, sure, Peridot doesn't like Pearl that much, but she's really tight with Garnet and Amethyst.
Yeah, I could see
think
Peridot,
that would overwhelm it.
Peridot could stay with the Crystal Gem alliance, yeah.
I think we're now Steven, Connie, and her rebellion.
Steven flips back. Steven's the flipper of the season, which I actually think really makes senes because
he loves
everyone, so he's going to be really indecisive. Yeah, we have.
Oh, that could suck for him if he makes it to the end, though.
Oh, everyone's going to be
because he voted for everybody.
He voted for everyone. So we have Connie, Steven, Lapis, and PD and Lars voting against Amethyst, Garnet, and Peridot, and they're going to vote out Garnet here because
Amethyst is safe.
So Garnet is the next member of our jury. Wow, this is not good for our Crystal Gems.
Even with Garnet's future vision, though, she would kind of know.
She couldn't see it coming. She had the future vision. That seems OP in Survivor.
Yeah, it is OP.
Okay, we'll ignore that. So
we are on a special island that nerfs all magical abilities.
Well, except that they can flip for a challenge. They can morph for challenges.
Okay.
Okay, the final 7, the random number generator.
Ooh, 7's usually a pretty big one too.
Says Lapis wins immunity.
I could see it.
Sure. Lapis.
I mean, think about who's left. Think about who's left in this game.
I mean, it's not a strength challenge. So
it's down to Amethyst.
You got a lot of weak kids here.
Peridot, and a bunch of kids.
So you really have 2 floaters, PD Lars. Peridot's kind of a floater. Steven's been flipping back and forth, but your big power players, Connie, Lapis, and maybe Amethyst left right now.
Yeah, I think Amethyst.
Connie and Lapis now have to. This is 7's the time for them to turn on each other. They're the 2 strategic forces left in the game, and they've had a comfortable alliance to this point. But now it's whoever assembles 4 probably wins the game.
Oh wait! Were we gonna do an idol this episode?
Oh yeah. So let's just stick with no idol. Wait. Oh yeah. Connie, Lapis played her idol. That's right.
Yeah.
So we could go ahead finding an idol. Oh man. Okay. Let's roll the number generator.
I kind of want to have an idol right around 5.
Lars finds an idol. Yeah.
Well,
Lars has nothing else to do. He's on the outs. He's totally.
What is Lars doing? He's just walking around kicking dirt angrily like Alicia.
Yeah, he's kicking dirt and he finds. Okay.
I'm helping.
Lars and Connie now have idols. Okay. So Connie's in the. Okay. So if Connie can assemble the majority here, she's probably winning the game because she is an idol. They could try to take her out of 4, but she just.
Whoa. But Lapis is safe tonight.
Lapis has won immunity, correct? So,
okay.
So they're not voting. So Lapis, okay. So I think right now the Crystal Gem Alliance is gone. I think it's the Connie faction and the Lapis faction.
I think so. Who does Lapis grab?
So, okay. I think. Well, okay. Connie. Do you think anyway Steven goes with Lapis over Connie? No.
I don't know. If he has his ukulele, he might start singing again.
Maybe. I think PD. Okay, so Connie's been tight with the humans. I don't think PD can go to Lapis over.
Would Lars go back to Lapis?
Oh yeah, we had the Lars and Lapis alliance. That's right.
Larpis from the very
beginning. Okay, Lars is going to Lapis.
Okay.
PD's going to Connie.
Can Lapis grab Peridot?
Oh man, the Lapidot is
Lapidot
is
real?
vital. This is the time to decide whether Lapidot is real right now. I think Peridot follows Steven and Amethyst. So where does Amethyst go?
I think
Amethyst goes to Connie.
Amethyst goes to Connie.
Yeah, I think so. I think Amethyst views Lapis as the reason She idled Pearl out of the game. Amethyst is mad at Lapis, not Connie. And then
So
I think Peridot goes with Amethyst.
so we're now looking at 5-on-2. Lapis is safe. Lars has an idol.
Who hasn't
Does
decided yet? We haven't decided.
no? We decided
Steven and
Steven, Connie, Peridot, Amethyst. I'd say PD would stay with Steven and Connie.
you said we don't know about Steven yet, which I think is fair. But we have 7 here. We have 4 and 2, and Steven. So Steven's just going to stick with the majority, right? So I think Connie outplays Lapis. Is that fair? Lapis
I
has
think, but Lapis has an idol. Oh, no, Lapis is
Lapis
immune
played her idol.
tonight. No,
Lapis
but
is
Lapis,
so they're going to vote for you, Lars.
but Lars has an idol.
Lars is an idol, so they're going to idol.
So who do they idol out?
Man, it could
Do
be,
they idol out Connie?
but do they think Connie has an idol? So they don't want to. They don't want to have a
Has
last.
Connie
season's-
played hers yet?
Connie's not played hers yet. So Lars is going to use the idol he just found.
Let's say Lars plays his idol. You know what? Let's do this because I liked Second Chance. Let's do this.
Okay, I think
They don't think Connie has an idol because they're too. We got to get rid of Connie.
so.
'Cause
They're
she's
gonna
running the game.
This is too set on Connie, so they're gonna vote for Connie. But then
Connie knows 7's the number.
Connie knows
Where they
7's the
think
number,
they-
but also Lars I think is gonna spill the beans to Steven, who's then gonna tell Connie.
So we get a double idol.
So we got a double idol play. Okay,
This
so
happened last season.
This did happen last season.
This is always interesting.
We
So
of
here's
course
what
are doing the
happens.
most convoluted scenario. So Lapis has immunity. Lapis is still safe.
Did you see last season? That was the most convoluted.
I can tell you how it's going to work. Lapis has immunity. Lapis is safe. Connie has immunity because she played her idol. Or
Right. Lars has immunity.
Lars has immunity because Lars played his idol.
So now Lars, Lapis, and Connie are all safe.
They're all safe. So it comes down to PD, Amethyst, Peridot, and Steven. And do they revote or do they? Because last season was different because they had smaller numbers. So
Well, they were at 6.
that was at 5, I think, or 4.
No. Yeah, it was either 6 or 5. No, it was 6. It was at it was 6. So
Yeah,
then
we
what
have
happens
one
is
more.
they
So
do,
so were we
they
going to
do
revote
revote.
here?
Yeah, because it's no votes have been cast.
So we're going to revote, right? So
Yes.
you can't vote for the people who played their idols or the person who won immunity, which is Lapis. So PD, Amethyst, Peridot, and Steven.
Right. I think. And remember, it's still all 7 voting. So you can't vote from the minority. So the majority alliance now has to break up and target itself.
Who are they going to target?
Amethyst? She's the biggest threat.
I think Connie whispers to Steven, vote Amethyst. Amethyst was the one who was on the Crystal Gem Alliance. I think that's an agreeable solution for everyone
Yeah.
involved. Yeah.
PD's going to follow them. Honestly, I don't even think she needs to whisper. I think she can say, let's all vote Amethyst. Lars and Lapis are going to do it because they have no better idea.
Yeah, I could see Amethyst going here.
And so,
Cool.
so we are now.
We had a consecutive Pearl, Garnet, and Amethyst vote off.
Wow. I could see that sweep happening, though.
Yeah.
Once you get the ball rolling, it's done.
And now we're down to 6. And
To be clear, we are now down to a final 6 of Connie, Steven, Lapis, Peridot, Lars, and PD.
PD, who just floated along, which is typical. And winning immunity is Lapis again.
Yes,
Nice.
she can.
Now they're targeting Lars. His idol's not there anymore. Is there any way they don't vote out Lars here?
Okay, let's be clear. Are we hiding one last idol? Because
No.
two-
I don't think they hide it
No
again.
more idols?
No.
Okay. Well, Connie's was never rehidden.
Oh yeah, Connie's was they played all the idols. Okay, no more idols. Let's play this
No more
out
idols.
naturally. Okay.
Okay, final 6. Okay. So, is there a way Lars doesn't go home? Do they? Well, think
Lapis
about it.
needs
Lapis
to get
is
rid of
safe.
Lapis needs to get rid of Connie here. Her idol's gone. Can she
Lapis
pull
say-
in 2 more people to tie it up? She says,
Well,
"PD, you're
who would
being
win?
used. You're Sierra. You have to force the tie."
Connie's the coach of the season.
Connie's not
She's
the
this
coach.
almost cult leader.
Connie's not the coach of the season.
Then who is the coach of the
No,
season?
there doesn't
Coach
need to be a
Steven?
coach on this. There doesn't need to be a coach on the season. It's fine. We're gonna. I think I could see PD maybe flipping,
Okay, so PD flips.
and that's Lapis, Lars, and
PD.
PD against Peridot, Connie, and Steven.
Yes.
It could happen.
I can see this
Is there
happening.
any reason? Well, if you're PD, what do you do here? Do you really
If you're
flip to?
PD,
Does PD know Lars?
even if PD doesn't know Lars, you know who's on the jury. Connie and Steven are two of the most lovable people on the face of the planet. If they go into the final three with Peridot, either way PD goes in with any mix of those, he's going to lose to either Connie or Steven. I think even he could
Yeah,
figure
but
that
he's
out.
is he gonna figure that out though?
If Lapis tells him, I think he would at least.
Is he gonna flip
I
away
think he
from
could get
Steven?
scared.
I could
I
see him
think he
flipping
would
away.
get
He's
scared
not
and
the
flip.
biggest fan of Steven.
No,
They're
he,
friends,
he
but
does kind of get frustrated with him.
okay. So we have a tie here. PD is our Sierra, and we have a tie.
Okay,
Who? Okay, so
who do they vote for?
who do they
Who
vote for?
does? Lapis has immunity,
So we're voting for Lars. The Peridot, Connie, and Steven are voting for
so it's
Lars, and they're
three.
gonna vote for Connie. Connie.
Okay, so the way it's tie works in Survivor in a traditional sense, now we can only vote for either Lars or Connie. Lars and Connie do not vote. So the only people voting now are PD, Lapis, Steven, and Peridot. What happens?
I think it's still tied.
Oh, this is gonna.
So we're
Okay.
going to rocks here. We're doing everything this
So
season. Okay, so now the people
if
who are
they cannot
voted
make a
for,
unanimous decision, yeah.
yeah, no, well, I don't know if they even do that at this point, but
Well, yeah.
now so they revote and it's still tied. So now the people who were voted for are now immune, in addition to the person who had immunity. So Connie, Lapis, and
Lars.
and Lars are immune, and Peridot, Steven, and PD are drawing rocks.
Whoever gets the purple rock is eliminated.
Oh man, we could see Steven eliminated. Oh,
We could.
so
So
drawing
make,
rocks. 1, 2, 3. This is truly the best use of the random number generator. For the sake of the characters, we're hoping it's 3 here for PD.
wait,
But
who's three? No, I'm hoping it's not PD. I love PD.
no, I'm hoping it's PD. We have Peridot, Steven, PD, and it's Peridot going home from the rock.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's bad
Oh.
news for Connie and Steven.
It
The
is.
Lapis Alliance
So
prevails.
Steven and Connie are the John.
The John and Jacqueline of this
They're the
situation.
John and Jacqueline.
Yeah,
Lapis is the Natalie.
Lapis pulled it off.
PD is still Keith.
I mean, it's not a good situation, but yeah, if we're comparing this to Blood versus Water,
Lars is Missy.
or
It's perfect.
Blood versus Water too. Okay, it's perfect. Lars is missing. I like it. Who's Baylor though? My favorite from that season, Baylor.
Have you listened to her music?
Oh, Sticky Situation is the best. I mean, come on, Google that. But yeah, Baylor was. I mean, I guess I don't. Lapis is the Baylor because not really, but okay.
No.
1-5. Connie needs to win immunity here. Let's see.
But do they vote Steven?
Steven wins immunity.
Oh.
Okay.
I think Connie's done.
Okay, can Connie rally this back? Connie has Steven.
Connie does have Steven.
Can they pull Lars or PD back? They could.
It's-
Why is Lars going to stay with Lapis?
Why not? I think Lars thinks he can beat Lapis over Steven.
Yeah,
Or Connie.
I think that's true. What about PD? Can Steven and Connie pull PD back in?
I think once PD switches, he's not going back.
I thought we were very close to a Connie winner, but now Connie is voted out and joins the jury. Yeah.
Wow, Final Four. So this is the final immunity.
I will say this: if you are upset at this result, and I kind of am too, Lapis got a lot of luck here.
Pure luck.
This was kind of pure luck. She won the rock draw, and she also had a.
She got an idol. She won immunity twice.
Oh, yeah, Lapis has been very lucky, but now here we have Steven, Lapis, Lars, and PD as our final 4,
Wow.
and we have a final 3 voting for the jury. So let's see who wins immunity here at final 4, and it's Steven again. Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
That's not. Steven has immunity to his way to the
Steven just got to the final 3.
final 3. Oh my goodness, he's
Oh,
immunity.
so
He mic'd his way to the end. He went on an immunity run.
So who do they get rid of? I don't see Steve. Does Steven get rid of Lapis?
So Steven's now in control, right? Yeah. That's the most unsatisfying situation. At the Lars Lapis PD final 3 would have been really interesting.
I would have loved that. No, this is like actually watching. No,
This is like actually watching the show. It's just too.
No, you did this to me, Dylan.
It's random.
You made me care about fake Survivor.
Random.org. I thought we were having a Lapis victory, but we'll see.
No.
Who does Steven like the most here?
If Steven votes Lapis, it's too boring.
I think Steven likes Lapis the most. Here's the question: does Steven's strategic sense in this game of Connie is now out? So what does he do?
I think he keeps Lapis. I think he likes Pete. I think they vote Lars.
I think Steven could vote Lars out here.
Could you see him voting out Petey or
I
Lapis?
think Steven likes Lars more than Petey.
Does he?
Kind of.
But it's Lars. I mean,
I think
oh,
Lapis makes the case to Steven. Petey was on Tribe 2. Everyone on Tribe 2 is on the jury. Let's vote out.
no, Petey. He's the bread of the season.
Petey, this is more interesting because Petey was not winning in a final three. So I mean, Lapis says he is, but this
He
way
could
Lapis,
win.
Lapis. I think so. Here's the argument in Survivor strategy. Steven would obviously vote out Lapis here, but Steven, we're saying, doesn't have enough of a strategic sense to.
No, he's the woo of the season.
So Petey is voted out and joins the jury. We have a final three: Steven, Lapis, and Lars.
Steven Lapis Lars final three.
Let's go
Wow.
through who votes for who in the jury.
Okay, well, first off, opening cases. What does
Lapis
each
is
person
like
say?
Lapis. Okay, Steven says, "Hi, I love you guys." Lapis says, "Obviously, I'm the only one of these three that played any sort of strategic game. Steven was dumb for taking me here in the first place."
Lapis was almost voted out 20 times.
She was, but she somehow survived, and
Well,
she's
that's her
obviously the
case.
only strategic player. And Lars says, um,
I'm
"Everyone
the real genius here. It was my season. I run the island.
that, but also like." Lars has no reason to be here. He was never in the majority in anywhere in any of his tribes, and now he's here.
Lars is the Philip.
So who's voting for who? So Sadie. That's tough. Steven or Lars.
I think she'd go Steven because Steven has that heart.
Yeah, but she loves Lars though.
I
I
know.
think she's voting Lars. Let's make this
Okay,
interesting.
Sadie votes Lars.
So so Sadie votes Lars. Ronaldo. Petey's gone, so that's not happening.
I could see Ronaldo voting Lapis.
What?
Wait, no. Would he ever vote for a Rock People?
No, they're the enemy.
Okay.
It's either
Does he
Steven
vote
or
Lars or
Lars.
Steven?
Does he like
Oh,
Lars? I don't know if they know each other.
he still likes Horror Club. He still is friends. He still sees Lars as a
Okay,
friend.
Ronaldo's voting Lars.
What the heck is happening?
Vidalia.
No!
Vidalia. Who's Vidalia voting for?
Does she vote? Did Vidalia and Lapis ever meet during the season?
I don't think so, right?
Well, no.
Probably Steven.
Steven.
Steven. I don't think the other
Little Steven, yeah, of course.
Pearl.
Greg's boy.
Pearl's voting Steven.
Ooh, yeah.
But is there any okay? So for Pearl and Connie, right? Their natural inclination is to vote Steven. Is there any chance either of them say vote for Lapis as the more strategic player?
I could see Pearl setting aside the game, and I could see Pearl setting aside personal feelings enough to vote Lapis.
Okay, Pearl votes Lapis. I don't think Connie will, but Pearl votes
No,
Lapis.
Connie's the Jacqueline.
Garnet.
I think Garnet gives it to Lapis.
Why would
Like,
Garnet vote Lapis?
because Garnet, I think,
Garnet votes Steven.
but Garnet could appreciate. Okay,
Garnet wasn't a big strategic force in this game. Garnet votes
okay.
Steven. Amethyst.
Wait, so what's our count right now?
Lars 2, Steven 2, Lapis 1.
Okay.
Amethyst
Amethyst.
votes.
Lapis?
Why would Amethyst not vote for Steven?
Let me back
You're
here.
trying to get a Lapis win when it's
I am
obviously a
trying to
Steven
be
win
on-
here.
Is it?
I mean, we'll see, but how is Amethyst not voting for Steven?
Fair enough.
Amethyst votes Steven.
But it's blood versus blood versus blood versus blood versus water. You've stacked the deck for Steven.
Peridot. Peridot could vote Lapis. If
Peridot votes Lapis.
we're going to be Lapidot
please.
shippers here, and we're going to say
Please.
Peridot votes Lapis. Okay.
Okay.
Connie votes.
So we're now. Okay, so Connie votes Steven.
So we have 2 Lars. We have
2.
3 Steven, or 4. We have 4 Steven and 2 Lapis.
4 Steven. 2 Lars, 2 Lapis, right?
So it's over. It's no.
So that's that.
PD's vote doesn't matter. But
Who does PD vote for?
uh
Lars?
maybe Lars, right?
For the sake of Lars.
Lars. Okay. Lapis does not even get second place. Lapis gets third place.
No.
She doesn't take the 100,000, and
What
Steve.
does she get then? 50,000?
It's something less than that, yeah. And Steven wins a close 4-3-2 vote to be the winner of Survivor Steven Universe.
I feel like that's the biggest cop out in the entire world.
I mean, this is what the real seasons feel like when Steven, who's obviously being carried by Connie, did not get there.
But so okay, not all the real seasons are like
Not all of them.
the bright, shiny, happy guy wins the season.
I mean, Steven is evidence of why a good social game matters. And
Okay.
even though for us, clearly the Connie or Lapis wins would have been more fulfilling.
Lapis needed the win.
Somehow, I mean,
Season 2, she's coming back with a
Connie
vengeance.
just got screwed out of this game. Connie was easily
Oh
the
yeah.
true strategic genius here. Outplayed Lapis, but Lapis lucked her way back in. Won the rock draw, won the immunities. Steven also was the biggest luck force. He won the last two immunities. They would have voted Steven out, maybe even over Connie, because of this result specifically of him winning the final travel council. But
Why?
Steven wins.
Okay, at one point I thought PD was gonna win. I thought Lars was gonna win. Who did you think going in was gonna win besides Steven?
So like going into the whole season,
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
from the
yeah, I
start,
thought
you
it
were
was going
like,
to be
who?
Connie or Lapis, yeah,
Really?
or Parrot or Pearl, but I didn't think Pearl had the chops for it. So I think it
You
was.
didn't
I thought
think like
Connie. I think
Dewey?
Connie was going to win. Yeah.
Okay, you didn't think Dewey was just gonna run the game?
No, I didn't think Dewey was going to run the game. I think this is yeah. I mean, who's voting Steven out? It never happened. He won the two immunities at the end somehow.
Why couldn't he have been medevaced? I love Steven. That was the only way he was going out of this game.
Steven wins. Survivor or Steven Universe. Let us know what you think of this result.
Team Lapis, Team Lapis.
Team Connie, Team Lapis. Yeah. Somehow Steven ends up on top. Final thoughts on the season.
I think my Stapis is showing just a bit.
Just a bit, yeah. I think that's this seems like I mean we had all the most exciting travel outcomes happen here
We
because
did.
we're simulating it, but
We biased it
this
so
seems
much.
like a real season of Survivor, honestly.
I could see it happening.
Yeah. Okay, let us know what you think of this. If you want us to do this for other shows,
If I can
potentially.
plug myself, if you like
Yes.
me screaming about animated people on reality shows, I'm going to start doing a weekly blog recap of Total Drama Island. Going to start season 1, roll all the way through. So you can watch along and play from home as we run through all 5 seasons.
Check out that at overlyanimated.com along with all our other blogs, overlyanimated.com/blog. And you can subscribe to us on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. Search for Overly Animated. This ad-free podcast is brought to you by our patrons. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thanks to our current patrons, Shayna, Mitch, Cordell, Beatrice, Nate, Andy, Jamie, Rachel, John, Ryan, and Catherine, a.k.a. Hannah, Fever, Mitch, Cordell University, Beatrice Strange, Nathan Fillion, Buzz Lake, your mailman, Rachel Rose, Johnny Bravo, Brian, and Cookie Cat. There you go.
So we are going with Johnny Bravo, correct?
Yes. I mean, until I hear otherwise, we're going with Johnny Bravo.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening. If you made it to the end of this podcast, which you didn't,
Congratulations.
send me a Tumblr message saying, I don't know, don't spoil the winner for other people, but I don't know, saying something from this podcast. And let us know if you like this and whether you want to see us do this for other shows. This is
Wait. Do we need an official hashtag of the week?
I think we do because we're doing Rob's podcast.
I think we do.
What was the best?
What was our best?
I don't know. I wasn't keeping. You're supposed to write them down as you go along, but
Hashtag Dark Horse PD.
I mean, it didn't happen. Hashtag Lars gets second place somehow, right?
Yeah. Hashtag Lars runner up.
That one I did not see coming, but I guess it makes sense. Lars never getting. I mean, he had immunity once when he was going to get voted out. I think so.
Yeah.
Or no, he played an idol, right? Yeah.
No, yeah, he had immunity and then played an idol.
Okay, so
Because he played that idol at 7.
Lars also lucked his way to the end. Lapis also really lucked her way.
So much.
So Connie really just got screwed here. So hashtag Connie.
Hashtag Connie got screwed.
I think so. That's good. Okay.
I'm scared of that hashtag.
Yeah, no, maybe not a good hashtag. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. Check out our weekly Steven Universe roundtables Fridays, probably discussing a specific Steven Universe topic, and overlyanimated.com. We'll see you guys then. Thank you for listening.